What is up? Master Mass Reflux here. Back again with another one-off. This will probably be the last one-off that I will do because, yeah, there's not much to say unless if I get pardoned with the subject matter at hand. But I doubt that's going to happen. So this will be the last one-off I'll probably do. And I'll come back when I'm ready to come back. So 50 years from now, whatever. When I'm back, I'm back. But with that said, I shall get to the point. YouTube, the moderators are abusive to its users. Not creators, not just creators, but users. Users who are just using the website, main account, are not creators. I mean, creators, they're getting abused by YouTube too, but also users. YouTube are abusive to its users. And the reason why they are abusive to its users is because of the playlist situation, in which YouTube has the ability to strike playlists. This has resulted in many people losing their playlists and getting strikes without evidence. I have been affected, and so many people have been affected. And I would like to share you guys an update with my situation. Because I got my playlist favorites for, don't ask why I have a favorites for. Everyone has their bad habits, but it's not TOS violations, that's retarded. The proclamation of saying that's a TOS violation. Community guidelines violation. But one of my playlists got striked, and I got a warning, and I was at Twitter trying to get the issue resolved. And if you saw my last video, they basically told me to fuck off. And what you saw on that video is all of the information that is around. Nothing new came out of that. I just told them for months on end, roughly every 3 days, stop ignoring me. 3 days passed, they haven't responded, so I just go over and over and over again every 3 days, stop ignoring me, stop ignoring me, stop ignoring me, stop ignoring me. Because here's the thing, they take advantage of things dying out. And I would imagine they would hope me just to give up the ghost. But I'm not going to be like that, because it's not very, it doesn't take a lot of time to just say stop ignoring me. So I persisted and told them stop ignoring me. Now they didn't respond back because they're fucking cunts, but I was still at it because gotta stay persistent on this shit. That's how you get things done. And they're hoping that you don't stay persistent, because that's how they get away with so much shit. Why is channel 2.0 not back? Because no one is being persistent on channel 2.0 coming back. Persistence is key. The reason why, let's say you have an issue with YouTube, they banned a user that you like, and it's a bent decision that the mods did, or YouTube's just done a new feature and you don't like it and everyone did an outroar. The reason why it's still around is because the people calling it out didn't persist. So persistence is key. They are hoping that your outrage dies off and that you live with it. Think of removing dislikes, for example. There's still, the dislikes are still gone. And part of the reason why is because there's not enough persistence. Day one, there was loads of fucking outrage, but now people have kind of gotten used to it. There is now no more, there's now less of that. So outrage comes in waves to them. They want to deal with it because they still get money. So up and down, because they know the down will come and you will deal with, let's say, the removal of dislikes, for example. They take advantage of situations like that. And the same applies with the playlist strike. But the alarming thing is, this issue has not gotten a lot of traction. And this is why I persist with my case. Stop ignoring me, stop ignoring me, stop ignoring me. Because If I stop being persistent, then the same thing will basically apply like all the other outrages YouTube have done. Basically, I'll be just like a wave. Stop ignoring me, stop ignoring me. I stop saying that. They're not going to deal with it. They're hoping I'll be like that. But I'm not. I'm going to stay up and move along. I'm not going to go down. So I stayed persistent for months and months and months and months, saying, stop ignoring me, stop ignoring me. To no avail, they don't talk to me. They're being abhorrent pieces of shit. But there is an update to this case, and oh, it's not fucking good. Get ready for this. After months of striking favourites 4, they now strike favourites 12, favourites 15, favourites 9, and favourites 10. And gave me 1 strike. Don't worry about this stuff. I don't have 3 strikes. So they just mass ban select playlists of my favourites playlists, which are not around anymore because I deleted them. Now, I did say, oh, I don't care. They can ban me. I'll just do my fucking thing. And I'll, bitch bye, right? But I had a think, and I want to give YouTube another crack when I come back. And I don't think my chances of that should be whimpered away because of playlists. Like, I do think I'm gonna get banned for my planned videos because I plan on keeping things real. And yeah, I think that's what will happen. But it's with that in mind, I consider that going out with a bang. And I consider getting banned over playlists going as a way of going out with a whimper. So I was like, fuck this, I'll just fucking delete my playlist because I want my chance. And playlists are not worth getting rid of that chance, like losing that chance. And really, it was for the better because what I was like adding to those favorites playlists, it became an unhealthy addiction, and I had a bad habit. I basically wanted to jam to new music every day, and I would go so fucking overboard, where it would like consume hours of my day, and it was bad. So yeah, this may have completely cut off my addiction, but this is still abhorrent, disgusting behavior from YouTube moderators, and they are abusive pieces of shit for this. My addiction didn't have to get cut off in such an assholic way. Yeah, it was a bad habit for me, but guess what else is also a bad habit? YouTube being abusive moderators and now banning playlists. Again, because look at these removals, this strike. Hate speech, hate speech, hate speech, hate speech. Citation fucking needed, you retarded cunts. Because yes, guess what? No fucking evidence. And what they'll do is that if you say this on Twitter, they'll say, "Oh, just go on this link. Just look at the link that we sent you. Look at our policies and whatnot. You must have broken something there. It's your job to know that." When really, if you read that stuff, none of it is fucking applicable to your fucking case. This is absolutely unacceptable behaviour, and whoever took that down, those playlists down, they are absolutely disgusting pieces of shit. Copper is nothing compared to this. Content ID is nothing compared to this. Age restriction is nothing compared to this. And I'd even go so far to say not even a content creator having issues with YouTube with their videos. That is nothing compared to this, because this is literally a utilization of a feature and you're getting punished for it when they even admit that it's not often intentional. We know it's not often intentional, but we're going to punish you like if it is intentional. I'll keep making that claim because that's what they're fucking saying. And that's the measures that they're doing. We want to help you stay on YouTube. Fuck off, cunt. Bullshit. Yours sincerely. Fuck off. This is the most insincere shit ever. If this was actually sincere, you'd actually be able to provide me evidence. But no, you are the ones that should be fucking guilty here. But because you have a power, you're basically being bent. This is delusional and abusive. So I went to fucking Twitter at Team YouTube, stop being abusive to your users. You have yet to continue to provide no evidence. You have continued to provide no evidence as to why favorites for is hate speech. Furthermore, you have now continued to strike more of my playlists with the baseless accusation for once again hate speech. I can't appeal them through the links provided through the email, so I'm reaching out here again. Here are the links. If you review these playlists and come back to me somehow believing I am committing hate speech, do not tell me your team confirmed the decision without evidence. Instead, either provide a thorough description or let me talk to them. I'll give you my email for them if you need, but do not tell me things are final. I want a proper conversation. Tell them I want to talk to them. And guess what? Well, you now know, because look, no fucking response. Abhorrent fucking behavior, no fucking response. So I said this over and over and over and over again, and I do this every day now because this is absolutely fucking bent. And this, as I said, persistence is key. If I stop doing this, they're gonna get away with this. Doing this is gonna provide some glimmer of hope. Like, it's very slim, but things will not change without attitude like this. Persistence. Without persistence, they're going to keep getting away with more and more and more and more and more of this shit. So I say every day, over and over and over again, copy pasta. Attention, Team YouTube, you have still yet to provide an explanation behind the confirmation behind favourites for, along with an exchange behind the new strike with those other playlists. You've also not properly communicated with my desires to contact your team. Please respond. And I do this every fucking day, and they don't fucking do shit because they're retarded piece of shit faggots. But it gets even more fucking disturbing because this is unacceptable behavior. So I don't want this for anyone. So what I've been doing in my past time is, not only have I been tweeting that every fucking day, because it doesn't take a lot of time to copy pasta that, but I've also gone on Team YouTube's Twitter account and searched on their page playlists, and I looked and I found loads and loads of people throughout this fucking incident. Nearly every fucking day another user gets affected. So what I've been doing is I have been retweeting their case. I've been retweeting their issues on my Twitter timeline. And if you want to see like a collection of people having issues with their playlists, then feel free to look at my Twitter at Mass Reflux. Do forgive me for doing retweeting R Sports stuff as well, because I love R Sports as well. But yeah, if you want to see like a collection of people having issues with their playlists, look at my Twitter timeline, because I am committed to spreading their word and having like a timeline of all these incidents. So yeah, check out my Twitter for all this stuff. And this is why it's so fucking concerning. This is why I try to get the attention of all these big YouTubers with no avail. I'm not going to put that against them personally. Maybe they're just playing it safe. Like, I get it. Some people are disingenuous and they don't want to risk it with me. I get that. I understand. Or maybe they didn't see my plea for help, and I'm not gonna like have a go at them. Like, they chose not to respond, or they didn't see me. That's fine. Okay, I don't hold a grudge against them for that. But this shit absolutely needs to be talked about, and it hasn't. It's absolutely fucking alarming that it hasn't. I saw the comments on my last video, and it's like the point one of the points in my comments was, it's only an issue that YouTube only takes action when it becomes like a big issue. This hasn't become a big issue. This has been going for so long. This has not caused any outrage by the big content creators whatsoever. Only the end users who take their time to try and get things resolved, most of the time with no avail, at Team YouTube. They are the only ones like bringing the outrage. Yeah, it got 50,000 likes on Twitter, this call out on Twitter a few months ago. But as with all of the other incidents on YouTube, there wasn't enough persistence and things went down. And the issue died out, and the whole Twitter debacle, all the call out on Twitter, the 50,000 likes, that wasn't enough. Team YouTube saw that, and they basically just told all of those people to fuck off. That's what happened. The persistence from that didn't continue, and they are now getting away with this. No big content creator has caught wind with this and they are not like making a video on this, causing outrage. So this means there is no uproar. There's not enough of an uproar. 50,000 likes is not enough of an uproar, and there is absolutely no uproar on this very platform. So they only they only do something when a big outrage happens. There hasn't been an outrage here. There was for a short while on Twitter with the 50,000 likes, but that wasn't enough. There hasn't been one on YouTube. And so they are getting away with this. And even if there was an outrage, looks to be one of those cemented things like copper and the whole kid shit and the whole monetization thing and content ID. This seems cemented. So yeah, they only do things when things become like an outrage. But here's the thing, this isn't becoming an outrage, at least not enough. So this is this is what's happened. This is what's happening. They're continuing to do this. And I want to say to the people on, everyone affected, you are not alone. And if you, show your case to Team YouTube, or if you at me, I will retweet that shit because it deserves to be talked about. Mudaha, some ordinary gamers, deserves to talk about you. Optimus deserves to talk about you. Charlie, Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, a bunch of fucking A-listers. He deserves to talk about you. Review Tech USA deserves to talk about you. Markiplier deserves to talk about you. Bo Blacks deserves to talk about you. Scarce deserves to talk about you. You deserve all those people to talk about you. Every single one of you affected. And while my presence isn't really too powerful, some action is better than nothing. So for every single case, I'm going to retweet every single one of you that I find. And I will not put this to an end, even with my case solved, because playlist getting striked needs to fucking go. This cannot continue any longer. YouTube is becoming nearly unusable with their abusive moderators. And they are abusive. Look at all these people. All of these people. Forgive the sports, the battle bots. I love that shit. Look at these people. It goes on and on and on, and more continue to get piled up every day. This is absolutely fucking alarming. No big YouTuber is commenting about this, which means this is going to continue to get out of hand and risk loads of channels possibly getting deleted. To the small few watching me, that should set off alarm bells. There is no outrage on this. But I want to bring up a tweet Team YouTube made, and it is very fucking alarming. Get a load of this shit. Could I be told exactly what I did wrong to ensure that it doesn't happen again? Which they fucking say. You can go through the resources we shared earlier, assuming that the answer is there and letting him do all the fucking guesswork. But no, it's not even fucking guesswork. The issue isn't fucking applicable, and they can't even prove anything in their resources with their fucking with this person's fucking playlist. So you can be guided. Fucking hell, guided. Oh, just follow the link and something you put in there. You don't know fucking what, but something in there. Something in there. You did something wrong that is in our link and it's in your playlist. You don't know fucking what, but that's what's fucking happening. But this is the alarming bit. As we can't share specifics. That is very fucking disturbing. You know what that means? They are okay with not providing evidence. Do you think that's okay? Do you think that this shouldn't really be talked about? Do you think all these big YouTubers should be talking about this? They're not. They just say buzzwords like confirmed and thorough and careful review and, helpful resources. But they can't prove the shit. Nothing in their fucking links show that your playlist was in hate speech. Do you know how retarded this gets? Someone, it's on my timeline. Go check it for yourself. Given that if the tweet is still around. But I saw someone's playlist got striked and it only had one video in it. And that video was a Joe Rogan podcast. And instead of deleting the video itself, YouTube actually just deleted the playlist. And this user tried getting it back. And YouTube said, oh, we confirmed that it violated the guidelines. This is fucking retarded. They can't prove shit. And this shit right here, we can't share specifics. That means they are okay with not providing evidence. This is fucking disgusting. This is absolutely fucking alarming. And something needs to be done about this. But the sad thing is, this upload isn't going to do shit. Maybe it will, like glimmer of hope, but realistically speaking, it's not. My last one didn't. I didn't expect it to, but who knows? Always open yourself to locking out if there's nothing to lose. I mean, save from strikes, but yeah, fuck this. I can't just let this stand. If you're a creator and you have loads of subscribers, Talk about this. This has to stop. YouTube are blatantly, I'm showing you right here. They are being abusive to their users. Don't stop letting this abuse continue. You need to make a video on this. I am using the words correctly. They are misusing, abnormally using their moderation powers in a heinous way. They're basically saying that it's your fault, even though it's not often intentional. They even admit that you have to face these awful measures that happen to your channel. And here's the kicker. I have one strike on my channel. I doubt that it's going away. So it's with that said, I deleted like all of my favorites playlists because this risk is not worth it. But it should be noted that I have 2 playlists left. I deleted all of my playlists that did not contain like my own content, like just favorites and whatnot. And yeah, I deleted all that because, you know, it was kind of messy and whatnot. And my channel's not worth going in the gutter over that shit. It sucks that it's happening because, yeah, these mods, YouTube moderators, they're basically bullying these people, including me. So I couldn't afford this. I know that my issue isn't going to get resolved. So, and if it does get resolved, it would have only been because of this measure that I've done now, that I've deleted all my favorites playlists. Because if this does get resolved, if I didn't delete those playlists, they would have probably struck those as well. And basically until I get 3 strikes and my channel's gone. So that would have happened faster than my the playlists that have been striked getting resolved, if that ever even fucking happens. So it's with that in mind that I deleted all of my other playlists because it's not worth it. All the other playlists that doesn't contain my content. But I do have 2 left, which is a Robot Wars playlist and a anonymous playlist with the most damning exposés, delving into conspiracies and shit. Both of them are unlisted, and I basically share them around when basically applicable. So I only have 2 playlists left. Now, if YouTube were to be really slimy, they could strike my Robot Wars playlist and then my anonymous playlist in the gap where my penalties expire, giving me 3 strikes and a termination of my channel if my first strike doesn't expire fast enough. So yes, that does mean my channel is at risk of termination. Do you think that's okay? This is why big people need to talk about this. If you're a big person, make a video, please. If you're not a big person and you're just some viewer or you don't have a lot of subscribers, you need to let these people know. So aside from those 2 playlists, all of my playlists, they either contain my content or they are empty from a bygone era of my channel. So yeah, unless if my strike expires, I am at risk of my channel getting terminated because of those 2 playlists. But it's like, this is too much bullying. I don't want to get rid of those other 2 playlists. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I think I've done enough by getting rid of my bad habit favorites playlists. This is absolutely heinous bullying, and I should not be doing this, nor should anyone else. The whole playlist strike thing is a fucking disaster, and it continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse. My outrage and all the people on Twitter, it's not enough. This is not true outrage. YouTube are not doing anything about this. I've sent them an email because I've been able to do that. They said, "Oh, we'll look into it." They basically, whatever words that'll basically try and get me to fuck off. That's what's happening. I'd also like to give a shout out to Enderman. This is a different subject, but YouTube, they are abusive. They are abusive moderators. And yes, it affects people who have made playlists and videos as well, of course. And Enderman, well, his channel is under risk of termination. Oh, well, his channel's basically been going through bench strikes. And check out this video if you haven't. What's happened to this guy is really heinous. And YouTube have just been nothing but abusive bullies in this situation. Like, check this video out. I think it's necessary that you watch this video too, because it shows blatant evidence on top of my evidence, the evidence shown on my Twitter timeline, that YouTube are abusive in this video. No, it shows YouTube being abusive in this video. And and the sad part is 219,000 views. And even with that much traction, it seems like not the right kind of people, the right kind of content creators haven't really like caught wind with this or aren't making a video on this. So even with all those views, it seems like he's still having trouble with a lot. He got some issues resolved, but he's still in a bad spot with various, like, some videos of his taken down and having a really hard time trying to get his videos back. And it's really fucking heinous what's happening to me and all those affected, and him with playlists and Enderman's videos. And it's just blatant proof that YouTube are abusive. And here comes my next point. And I'll say this. I'll read this comment. Thank you so much for the context. Someone from our team will reach out directly via email with more info. Enderman did another video saying that his channel will be taken down, and he never got a fucking email. This is the second time YouTube wrote this, so it's bullshit. What they're writing is complete fucking bullshit. And this leads me to my next point. We need to stop falling for YouTube saying, we're listening, because I remember this. Where's the fair use? Remember that? Where Nostalgia Critic, I Hate Everything, Grade A, Under A, where's the fair use? All these copyright issues. Remember that? And Susan Wojcicki said, we're listening. Thank you for your critique. Things don't seem to be much better. I mean, yeah, with the copyright content ID things, there was like things that are technically improved, but it's painstaking. It's a painstaking improvement, if I'm being really honest. That's only made because we know that YouTube isn't going to just outright bring massive reform for us. If they were to listen and cause massive reform, we would have Channel 2.0 back by now. So my point is, these are buzzwords. They have done this over and over and over and over and over again. We care about the users. It feels like 10 million times they've said this now. It's time that we stop falling for this. They don't care. They don't fucking care. The moments you get to talk to a human on an email, I'm not going to talk about on an individual basis, but as a company, they don't care. If you get someone on the phone, they don't care. The person might care, like on the email or on the phone, But as a company, they do not care. And the reason why they don't care is the people who manage to get through an email or on the phone saying that big change will happen, telling the creator that they'll do something about this. These are shortcomings. They don't care. Which means there needs to be action. Now, I don't expect action to happen because I only have 600 subs. But if through a glimmer of hope action can be made, there needs to be action. Because YouTube have shown time and time again to break their promises, and this must not happen again and again and again and again and again. They continue to make money over and over and over and over, like on a regular basis, while they blatantly abuse their users, which means they need consequences. Making Rumble, BitChute and all that, making an alternative to YouTube is not like the ultimate resistance. Yes, it means you won't be silenced and you'll have a place to publish your work on and all your videos and whatnot. But this doesn't harm YouTube, and YouTube is the predominant place. The reason why people don't look on these other video sharing websites as much is because the creators they like, they are not on there. Yeah, there may be like the odd user or two or maybe more. But in the grand scheme of things, most creators are on YouTube and they take advantage of that grasp. And every call out, they really don't care because why should they care? They still make the money, they still have the users. And with what I've shown you, I have reason to believe that they feel like it's okay to not care about their users. As long as they just say they care, but not actually in reality know and just lie. I think they think that it's okay to do that. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with all this happening? Are you okay with them saying for the millionth time that they will look into this and that? That they're listening? Are you okay with this over and over again? I've had enough. I've had enough. Which leads me to the next point. Many big content creators might not like this. Some users may not like this. But and I used to think that this was like me being hyperbolic, but the more this happens, the less the more serious this claim is to me. This could be like what turns. I mean, if someone big's watching me and if this turns them off from making any sort of video of this situation, fine. I'm still gonna stand my ground because I am who I am, and I have my thoughts of my own. But here's my point. YouTube needs financial damage. And they can have financial damage. They did get, I mean, it wasn't enough. They still managed to still be cunts at the end of the day. But the whole Axeman Quantum TV things, and when I say get away with being cunts, I mean generally still be the same shitty company though. But when the whole Axeman Quantum TV stuff was happening, they did have some damage in stocks for a while. But the key word here is a while. It wasn't enough. And they were able to ignore it. And the ridiculous thing is, I remember Team YouTube going over a tweet as to why they won't settle things out with the Axeman. They actually spend time with that minute little fucking thing, but they can't even pay fucking attention to these playlists. That should tell you how bent these cunts are. So they need financial damage. YouTube needs to go through financial damage. They deserve it. They deserve it. This can't continue anymore. And you may say, no, there's so much on YouTube. It's getting more and more and more unusable as the days go by. The days go by. And the more unusable it becomes, the less hyperbolic this claim is. So YouTube needs financial damage. Creators, go with the sponsor route. If this means they can't monetize creators anymore, I'll go so far to say then fucking fine. Creators, use your sponsors. I don't mind that. I'd rather be bombarded with fucking Raycon sponsors than, having to deal with YouTube's heinous acts and getting money still at the cost of monetization being sacrificed. This is getting out of hand. They're going too far with being abusive to their users. So this can't continue, and we should use any means necessary to give them the consequences. If I was monetized, I fucking kill it all to damage YouTube financially, because this behavior is absolutely fucking disgusting and it needs to stop. So YouTube needs financial damage. And to do that, I shall mention a few things. If you pay for YouTube Premium, stop. And now, immediately. This is extremely fucking bad. £18 a month, even if you use that VPN trick where you can make it £1 a month if you pay in Argentina, stop. Every penny counts for these cunts. You must not financially support them. They must not be financially supported. If you use YouTube Premium, unsubscribe immediately. If you know anyone or if you see anyone on the internet that uses YouTube Premium, tell them to stop immediately, because their financial support continues what you have seen in this video. So much money and they want more, and YouTube Premium's the answer. This has to stop. They need financial damage, and YouTube Premium is one of their tools to stop financial damage. So, there's so many people that actually did go and subscribe to YouTube Premium, but then unsubscribed after the whole Actman drama with Quantum TV. It's absolutely ridiculous. You should not be subscribing to YouTube Premium in the first place. Your money is going to the company that is causing all this shit. You must not do that. If you do that, this will not get resolved. More shitty behavior from this company will continue to happen. And I have a reason to say a subscription to YouTube Premium harms the YouTube community because of what I've just shown you. Blatant abuse. And YouTube Premium financially supports them to continue this abuse. It needs to stop. If you or anyone you know subscribes to YouTube Premium, even if you use the VPN trick, stop immediately. This is absolutely alarming. You need to stop this, and you need to stop anyone who subscribes to YouTube Premium. So stop immediately. If you want all the premium features, like you can use third-party clients like Musi and Silence Music. Those apps, Musi and Silence Music, yeah, they are ad supported and they have stuff behind paywalls, but there's no ads on the videos themselves. And it's only like a £5 or sometimes £3. They deserve, and it's one-time payment for those clients. They deserve your cash more than YouTube themselves do. So if you want like an ad-free YouTube experience, go on Musi or Silence Music and pay for premium on their clients. They deserve the cash, not YouTube. So yeah, a bit of promotion for them. But seriously, if you don't want any adverts and you want to watch YouTube video, you want to hear YouTube videos in the background, don't pay for premium. Go on Musi or Silence Music, install it on your phone and tablet, and pay for their premium to remove the ads and unlock premium features. even if you don't like pay, like you can still use many YouTube Premium features, like what listening to videos in the background. But yeah, they deserve the money. So get rid of ads and unlock premium features depending on what like app you use. Pay premium for those apps. Silence Music or Musi. It's a pay once, no subscription. They deserve the cash. So pay them, not YouTube, and you will get the same features as YouTube Premium. Granted, not the downloading, but that's not a big deal. Listening to like videos in the background on your mobile device and whatnot, that's good. And it's ad supported. And the payment stops that stuff. And unlock some features if it's like Silence Music, like listening to SoundCloud stuff as well. They deserve the cash. Silence Music and Musi, not YouTube. So stop paying for YouTube Premium because it's causing this destructive behavior. And if you want YouTube Premium features, go on Silence Music or Musi and give them the one-time payment and not this ridiculous subscription that causes harm to the community by financially supporting this company that's continuing this abusive behavior. Secondly, use adblock. Now, YouTube's cracking down on adblock. But if you can use anything you can from a client or plugin, like web extension that blocks adverts, like if you can block ads, please install adblock. That will financially damage YouTube. Because yeah, like ads cause money, monetization and whatnot. YouTube will take a huge bullet if so many more people like installed adblock. So you gotta do it. Install adblock if you can. If you can block ads, block them. This needs to happen. Block ads to cause this to play a role in trying to cause financial damage. Like yeah, like it can only do so much. I don't expect what I'm telling you to do to basically make them crumble, but it's like little tiny steps, and if everyone started doing it, it could financially give YouTube some sort of pressure. And the last thing, I don't think this is going to happen ever, not with me, but there should be an annual resistance movement. Like, protests and all that going on the streets. You don't have to be at YouTube's headquarters. It could just be a gathering meetup thingy. There should be an annual protest meetup. If you're at the close to the YouTube headquarters, then go protest there. But if you're somewhere else in the world, like I am, then just set up a meetup protest thingy and protest against YouTube. That's what should happen. And through this protest, we can all talk about all of the issues YouTube have done from new to old, especially old, because again, momentum, like persistence is key. That's what should happen. An annual protest across the globe through meetups. If you're not at YouTube headquarters, if you are at YouTube headquarters, then of course, don't be violent, don't hurt anyone, but like if you're at YouTube headquarters, then yeah, do protest there and talk about all the YouTube horrors, like accounts getting banned and playlists banned, etc., 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 from stupid changes like UI changes to all the issues you can think of, removing dislikes, copper shit, videos, all the kid shit, all that stuff, every single issue you can think of. That's what should happen in these protests, like address them all from old to new. But this is just wishful thinking. But regardless, whatever happens to be, I do support this happening, from financial damage to setting up protests. I don't think like this call to action is gonna get anywhere. I only have 600 subs. But Yeah, it's with that in mind. I'll also say this. This is a hot take. This may be a hot take, but I'm actually really dead serious on this. YouTube actually deserves to shut down. Like they actually deserve to be in a state where they can't continue the website anymore and this website just becomes a thing of the past. I get it, there's loads of memories on YouTube, but it's crumbling. This website's crumbling. It's becoming unusable. Every like playlists getting banned. This website's becoming unusable. This website is best off put to bed. It deserves to shut down. So unless if a miracle happens, and I know YouTube, I've dealt with their shit. I've seen their shit. It's not gonna happen. They aren't gonna fix their shit. They say that they're listening and they'll do that. No. Enough's enough. This website needs to shut down. Now, I don't think that'll happen, but it should be happening. And it's with that in mind, I actually do get happy when something damaging happens to YouTube. Like the adpocalypse thing. Financial damage, they deserve it for mistreating their users. Even if it's for a completely different reason, they deserve it. And let's bring up somebody, Mama Max. He did the thing like answer us pedotube and whatnot, and he had a little beef with Tommy C and Mama Max. Like, be transparent with your whole call out thing. You were quite effective on causing an outrage, but for the love of God, Mama Max, show your proper true intentions. Answer us pedotube and whatnot. Pick a side, YouTube. Like, you're saying scandalous things to financially damage them. And no, you're not a bad person for that. You're not. Saying something scandalous about YouTube is one way to, hit them. So, I'm not having a go at you for that. But for real, just be transparent with your intentions. Because the issue with Mama Max is he wasn't being transparent. He was saying something scandalous to try and cause a heckle with YouTube and try and cause some sort of damage. And he was simultaneously trying to, at the same time, be all truthful and factual and, pick a side, YouTube, all that stuff. Obviously YouTube doesn't support pedophiles, but it's he's saying something hyperbolic to try and cause a reaction, you know what I mean? And I'm basically saying, Mama Max, be transparent with your, intentions. I'm not saying that your intentions are bad, but this is why some people, had a problem with you. You weren't being transparent. And even at the end, you were like, oh, it wasn't about picking a side. It was about making friends along the way. You were dishonest, man. Come on, you wanted to, tether some feathers on YouTube with something scandalous and hyperbolic. And that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. Because they deserve damage from all the shit they do to their people. But come on, man, show your true intentions. It's not that your true intentions are not bad, so don't ever go at people wanting some honesty from you, man. But that was a sidetrack because, Mama Max is one of those people that actually kind of caused a heckle for YouTube. And, I was kind of happy that happened. The only issue is with Mama Max's honesty. That's what could have been better. But I'm sidetracking. YouTube does deserve to shut down, really. What would happen in a shutdown is people would just migrate to other sites like BitChute, Rumble and all that. That's what would happen. There would be a new king, basically. But it's with that said, I'm going to wrap things up. This will be my last video in a while, and yeah. I don't expect my issue to get resolved. And if this video of my channel gets taken down, rest assured it will not have been done by my own accord. It would have been through some abhorrent pieces of shit at YouTube. And, you know, YouTube moderators, you're abhorrent cunts. You disgusting pieces of shit. What you're doing is absolutely fucking abysmal, and you deserve your website to get shut down. You absolutely abhorrent piece of shit, faggotry cunts. To everyone affected, all your playlists that get banned, you are not alone. And I will retweet and spread the word. I may not be a huge person, but you deserve people to hear you. You deserve the word to be spread on your case. You are not alone, and I will find every single one of you that I can. And I will always do that, no matter what happens to me. If my case is sorted, whatever. I will continue to spread the word for you guys. Everyone, look at my Twitter to see all of the people affected and all of the people who inevitably will be affected. All of the people affected, you are not alone. And I will spread the word and retweet all of your tweets. This cannot continue. What's happening with YouTube? This cannot continue. This has to stop. I can only do so much, but it's the truth. This has to stop. But it's with that said, I will love you and leave you. This will be the last video unless if I get pardoned and by a miracle I get my playlists back, in which I'd just delete them after that, because yeah, my bad habit is gone, so they serve no purpose to exist. But I shouldn't be having this warning and strike, but that's not likely, I don't think. So I will come back when I'm ready to come back with some new content, which may last a very long time. So, yeah, I'm just, this is a one-off and probably will be the last one-off I do. This is just an important thing, and I just had to talk about it, and yeah, there's the message. So it's with that said, I will love you and leave you now. Thank you for all of the people who have supported me in the last video. It's a small few, but I appreciate every single one of you. You are all appreciated very much. All differences aside, like, everyone needs their differences to be put aside and bring in an end to this madness. So yeah, this is my attempt. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna go now. So until next time, Mass Legion, Master Mass Reflux is out.